resistant. So the goal is to break the chain as early as possible. So in a perfect world, I guess, an ideal situation, you would want it broken at this infectious agent. So there would be nothing to make you sick. If it was broken at that link, then we wouldn't need any of these other things. These would be moot points. The one example that was given in chapter 1 is with smallpox. So smallpox, we've actually eradicated that infectious agent. It doesn't exist in our ecosystem anymore. So we don't have to worry about it, being in a person and being passed to another person via, skin-to-skin contact or respiratory droplets or however it's spread, because we don't have that agent anymore. But with that exception, we have pretty much all these other agents that we have to worry about combating. So we typically are not going to be breaking the chain at that ideal level, which is with the infectious agent. So this next level would be with the reservoir. So if we can prevent standing water, if we can keep people healthy, if we can properly refrigerate meat that we're going to consume eventually, and then when we do prepare it, we're cooking it to temperature, all of those things are preventing it from going any further. So this agent might exist, let's say salmonella. Salmonella exists in our ecosystem, right? So we can't prevent it from existing at this level. But if we properly store our chicken and prepare our chicken, then it's going to break the chain at this level. So we don't have to worry about it entering via portal of exit. We don't have to worry about it being transmitted to somebody else. We've actually broken it early on. Portal of exit would be, let's say we didn't kick it at the reservoir level. It's still present. And let's say we're looking at, we'll do another situation. So let's say we're looking at mono. Mono is very prevalent in college students. The mononucleosis virus certainly, the virus is called the Epstein-Barr virus, but the virus that is associated with mono exists in our ecosystem. So we can't break it at that level. Let's say somebody acquires the virus, okay? So we have a sick person, which is the reservoir, okay? They might not know they have it. Maybe they do, and they're just being selfish, and they go to a party. They go to a party, and they get a drink out of a red Solo cup, and they're carrying it around, and it's some sort of weird punch. And let's say they're your friend, and they offer you a drink of this punch, so you can try it. Okay, you are getting exposed through their portal of exit. So the virus is spread via the oral pharyngeal route. So their saliva is potentially contaminated on the cup. So it's leaving their mouth and it's hitting the cup, which would be the mode of transmission. You drink from that cup, and then it would enter your portal of entry, which is your mouth. So the portal of exit's their mouth. The portal of entry is your mouth. And the way that that virus is getting from their mouth to your mouth is this mode of transmission, drinking the cup, sharing the cup. So at that point, if none of that has been broken, it will kind of come down to how susceptible you are of actually taking hold of that, of that infection. Have you been getting adequate sleep? Have you been managing your stress in healthy ways? Do you have another condition that can lower your resistance? So if we were to want to break the chain at the portal of exit, they're at the party, so they're there, but them passing the drink to you, them not passing you the drink would have broken the chain because nothing would have exited them to possibly enter you. Okay, this is a very confusing topic. And it's one that I think is best, just the more examples that can be given. So that's why there is a quiz at the end of this PowerPoint on these different scenarios. So I wanted to pull four, and we'll kind of go over them on this Panopto, and hopefully that will shed more light on which link the chain of infection would be broken. So if you refrigerate raw chicken, so keep in mind raw chicken is a potential reservoir. So people, animals, insects, standing water. So refrigerating raw chicken to try to eliminate the possibility for an agent to grow and thrive, it would be breaking it at the reservoir level. So proper food sanitation, whether it's cooking to temperature, refrigerating properly, any of those are hitting it at that reservoir level. Okay, so placing a bandage over a clean wound. So if it's clean, we want to try to protect it from getting infected. So that would actually be portal of entry. So you're breaking it at that level, so nothing can enter your wound. Okay. Now, if it was an infected sore, let's say you had staph infection on your arm, you're going to try to, what you want to do is prevent anything from leaving that and infecting somebody else. So that would be a portal, but it wouldn't be portal of entry, it would be portal of exit. And then washing hands would be the means by which something can exit somebody else and enter somebody else. So washing your hands would prevent whatever contamination somebody's hand that you just shook had on it to entering your body. So that's means of transmission. So it really does go in the order of that picture that was just on. So it really does go in this order, starting with infectious agent around when we look at breaking the chain. We will want to start here ideally, but these infectious agents all exist. So we need to try to break it as early on as we possibly can. If we can break it at reservoir, that's next best. Portal of exit, that's next best, and so forth.